like last weekend, a calm 60-degree day is beautiful, or a windy 75-degree day, and windy days just make me anxious. So where'd you go, Yoder's?
No, we just went for a drive because we had an early breakfast.
Everybody crash into you or anything while you're out there?
Well, we weren't the talk to every driver that came up with us.
Don't bring that California drive in here. My friend Joel Barco from here. We're live. I'll tell you more about it. He called me last night. He's in California, and it's nice to talk to him. Good afternoon. Imagine my disappointment when I expected Cordell Jones.
You know, I expected him too, but he got held up, so here I am.
We'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta let the clock tick a minute or two.
Sure. No problem. Not to interrupt you, but your courtroom looks a lot different than the last time I was in front of you.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Right?
Because of the construction here in Centerville.
Okay.
The courts you're familiar with are all closed. That building is being deconstructed.
Okay.
So during the interim, I've been assigned to the historic circuit courtroom in the old building, which was the county commissioners' chambers for the last 30 years. It hasn't been used as a courtroom in almost 50 years.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But it's a privilege to be in here. I'm going to go out with a bang.
Right?
Judge Pattis and I are sharing this courtroom, but there are some drawbacks, security-wise, accessibility-wise, sound-wise, but we're making it work. And
it looks like a very impressive built room.
it's a very nice room. The county restored it in 1995, 96, and 97.
Okay.
It was reopened in August of 97. So it's been about 30 years, and they did a really nice job restoring it and containing its historical significance.
Oh, well, nice.
All right, well, let's go ahead and call your case. It is 1:15. I have a hard time calling the hall. I'm here and security's downstairs, 3 floors away. They used to just be outside my door, but I'll call for Thomas Tibbetts. Thomas, neither of you you're here on the McWaters case, right?
Yes, sir.
And at one time, the phone didn't even work.
Oh, okay.
But we're working through some bugs, number of them. Hello, I'm looking for a Thomas Tibbetts for landlord tenant. Oh.
All right.
All right, thank you. Bye. This is file number 26651 SP. It's entitled the Ronnie and Judy Harmon Living Trust versus Thomas Tibbetts and any other occupants. Mr. Cordell Jones represents the Harmons. He's not available. His law partner, Garrett McNally, is here. And the Tibbetts are not. This is a land contract forfeiture case. And at the time of filing, I think I made my note, less than 50% of the purchase price was paid. What's the status here, Mr. McNally?
I think Mr. Tibbetts he's sort of vacated. This is vacant land. I don't think he's made a payment, or I know he hasn't made a payment since last May. So and nothing's changed. I don't believe they've had any contact with him.
There's Mr. Jones.
Yes, I'm glad to turn it over to him. He's much more qualified than I am.
Well, I am interested, I'm ready to enter a default, Mr. Jones, but I'm interested in what numbers to use for the amount of the arrearage.
What is this that he's looking for the arrearage?
Just $300 a month. And they haven't made any payments since.
4,000. Looks like it's $4,000. Sit here.
Now, that was 4,000 at the time of filing.
That's what was pled through May.
Right.
All right. $4,000 through May. Court costs of 55. $148.75. $278 in court cost. $4,278. This is a land contract, and less than 10% of 50% has been paid. We do have personal service, and the defendant is not here. So he's subject to default. He has to pay that amount plus any other money due within 90 days. There is a description attached to your pleading, but I can't tell how big this parcel is.
How many acres? 80 acres. 80 acres. 8. Oh, 8 acres.
8 acres. All right, he has 90 days to redeem the land contract, or you can retake possession.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I don't know if you can see where we are here. We are in the historic courtroom here at the old courthouse.
Oh,
You're one of the few remaining lawyers that actually practiced in here.
I remember Judge Boyle well.
Yes, Judge Boyle held court in here. Howard Bush and maybe Pat O'Malley might be the only local attorneys who have actually practiced in here. Howard was sworn in this room.
Oh, sure.
At any rate, we're going to be using it as a courtroom again. Let me see, I have 2 people that showed up. Let me see if it's not Mr. Tibbetts. So for the foreseeable future, we will be conducting court in here. But yeah, I'm sitting at Judge Boyle's bench. I'm not in his chair, but he sat where I'm sitting. I'll try to be more congenial than he was.
That's what I was gonna say. You have a lot better reputation.
Well, thank you for that. All right, I'll see you next time.
There's a lot of people that see you on the internet and they speak very highly of you.
Well, thank you. All right, I'll see you next time, but the Harmons can wait 90 days and recover their property.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up is Terry and Larry Richmond versus Robert and Melissa Grant. Mr. and Mrs. Grant, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
You are tenants in a landlord-tenant proceeding. Also, Mr. Fairfield is here. Excuse me a moment. In the case of the Grants, it's a non-payment of rent. In the case of Mr. Fairfield, the landlord wants you to move. So, let me scoot my chair up here. You are defendants in a landlord-tenant case. As such, you have certain rights. You have the right to hire a lawyer. If you cannot afford an attorney, you may request to see if legal aid could represent you, or you could seek other legal representation. We don't have court-appointed counsel for civil cases. You have a right to have your case heard here in St. Joseph County, where the property is located, not Monroe County, Florida. But you also have a right to have a jury trial. If you wish to have a jury trial, you must tell the court at this first appearance, or be prepared to file a written demand within 5 days and pay the $50 jury demand fee unless the judge waives the fee for your inability to pay it. If your landlord has asked you to be evicted for unpaid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, Community Action Agency, Neighborhoods, Inc., or if you're a veteran, you may be eligible for some veterans assistance. We should have received that information with the summons packet that was sent to you. You do not need a judgment against you to get relief from the places listed above. Copy of the summons and complaint from your case are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through mediation. If both parties are interested, the court can help set that up. So far, it's never happened, but maybe it will someday. Or you may be able to reach an agreement with a landlord that means a conditional order of dismissal would be entered, in which case the attorney would prepare it, or we would assist in preparing it if there was not one. So Ms. Richmond is here, and this is pled as a non-payment of rent case. Rent is $765 per month. The time of filing wasn't too far out of whack. Ms. Richmond, what is the status here?
Okay, her rent was raised May 1st, so now her rent is $800 a month. Through May, she owes $2,507.71. Court costs of $189.53, and the total is $2,697.24. Do you feel like you're echoing in there?
No, you're doing all right. I had some trouble this morning,
I feel like
but then I had another party and I could hear them clearly. Ms. Grant, could you hear everything?
Yes, there was an echo, but I understood.
What's your plan? Do you have a plan to try to catch this up?
That's been my plan. I get behind and then I get caught up. I'm the only one working right now. My husband is struggling to find a job, but he's still looking. I get caught up and then I get my other bills behind and I catch them up. I'm just playing.
Yes, we've been through this before, I think in 2025. All right, well, as you know, the law requires that I adjourn this at least 7 days. And let's take a look at next Monday. That would be the 11th. We'll still be in the month of May. Ms.
I have two
Richmond, you're
cases
set to
that-
be here.
Yeah.
You're already set to be here. Let's set it for 1:10, May 11th. Ms. Grant, you're right. In the past, you've redeemed it and caught back up. One good thing, this is all going to be within the month of May, so the number should not change. Now, your rent went from 765 to 800 effective May 1st. And so that may have affected the number a little bit. But do you have money coming in?
I get paid bi-weekly. So yes, I do.
Do you have an income tax refund or anything coming?
No. That's what I used to get
Oh.
caught up the last time.
You did. All right, let's hope we can do it again. All right, we'll revisit this next Monday at 1:10.
Okay.
Ms. Richmond's set to be here at that time anyway, and that should work out all right.
Yep.
So stay in contact with your landlord, with her and Lydia and the staff there, and let them know what your plans are. Any payment you make between now and then will apply to the balance when we discuss this next week. All right, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you're all good to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. See, I'm echoing. Okay, so
Mr. Fairfield, why don't you come up and have a seat?
You have an interest too, and he has a speech issue as well, so he would like a little help.
Yes, come on up. The sheriff has kind of got her there. Are you Raymond Fairfield?
Sir,
And you're here to assist, and we've met, but I need to identify you for the record.
my name is Stephen Pontius.
Hi, I got Miss Lacy in there, but I can't see her. I need to get the mic and the camera turned on. All right, thanks. Bye. Deputy Kindig was there. This would have all been done already. Mr. Pontius, what do you think of our new old courtroom?
I love this room. I've seen it before.
Well, you've probably been to a commissioner meeting or something. up
Excuse
here,
me?
but You've been to commissioners meeting?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so, all right. Ms. McWaters, go ahead and have a seat. Sit in the other chair if you would, so I can see you.
I can't hear you over there.
All right, well, I'm not sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's just really, it's hard to hear, it's like echoing.
All right, well, we'll struggle through here. This is Judge Middleton. I'm here at the courthouse. Mr. Fairfield is here with me. He's in the courtroom. And you can see him there. This is a termination of tenancy case. You filed a notice to quit back in February and asked Mr. Fairfield to move. You show an address of North Main. This is a residence on Ash Road. Is this a trailer on Ash Road?
Yes,
And you own it and you want Ray to move out?
yes, it is, I am my dad's personal representative. He passed away in 2019, and Raymond has been squatting there ever
All right,
since.
just a minute.
I'm sorry.
Who you say you're your dad's personal representative?
Yeah, he passed away. I'm the executor of the estate.
All right, who is your dad?
Marty McWaters. The property is in his name.
Who actually owns this property?
The property is in my dad's name and Argo Realty as well. He made the last payment, but he never signed the deed according to Argo Realty.
Mr. Fairfield, what's your position?
Land contract with my
Miss
Marshall.
McWaters, you can't represent your dad's estate unless you're a lawyer. Being his personal representative gives you the authority to hire a lawyer. Mr. Fairfield has given to me what appears to be a land contract. It's actually not a land contract, it's an agreement to purchase property dated 4/5 of 25. Argo Realty, Jacob Gold. This is not a land contract. It says there is currently an existing land contract between Argo Realty and Marty McWaters. This had come up before. According to this, you don't own the property, Miss McWaters. Somebody else does. Now, I dealt with an attorney from Detroit, I think, who came in and handled this after your father died. And I think his land contract got foreclosed on. So, and I think Mr. Fairfield was living in the house at that time. How long have you been there?
6 years, 07. I lived there when Marty was alive.
Do you pay any rent?
Yeah,
To who?
Arthur Road, the guy that owns
Do
it.
you pay rent to Argo Realty?
Yeah, he's the one that owns it.
Laura, I'm gonna need you to make a copy of this. Miss McWaters, I learned this morning that you were in custody. Why are you in jail right now?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Say that again? Wrong
We
place,
had
wrong time.
a celebration of life for my daughter that passed away. There was some drinking and my boyfriend got into a fight with my sister.
Yes, your baby just died, is that correct?
My baby,
Yes,
yes, my
I'm
baby
very
just died.
So, well, have you seen the magistrate yet? All
No,
right,
sir.
I need copies of this, one for the court, one for her. Anyway, he has some sort of purchase agreement with Argo Realty, who contends that they are the owners of this property. What caused you to bring this case?
So I got a paper in the mail saying the property was going to be foreclosed on, so me and my sister, we paid the back property taxes of 3 years, and I spoke to Mr. Gold, and he said that he's only received maybe $1,000 in the last 7 years from Raymond and Chrissy.
I'm having trouble hearing you, but I learned in the other case that Mr. Fairfield was there. Apparently he was paying the utilities, but nobody was paying the
They're running the
taxes.
house off of a generator.
Oh, he runs off a generator?
Yeah, off a generator.
So one of the townships not involved.
Your Honor.
I was going to call them, but I wasn't sure how to go about that. Sorry.
Mr. Fairfield, are you hooked up to electricity?
No, this time we ain't. Excuse me.
Well, Miss McWaters, there's two issues. One, you don't have standing to bring this case. You're your father's personal representative, but you don't own the property. You have the right to hire a lawyer to bring the case, but according to Mr. Fairfield, somebody else owns the property, Argo Realty.
Argo Realty, and I have spoke with him, and he's the one who told me the information about the fact that this was still in my dad's name and that I needed to make court date, I needed to evict Raymond and Chrissy from the premises.
Argo Realty told you to bring this action? Who, by
Mr.
who?
Gold,
Objection,
Mr.
Your
Gold,
Honor.
Mr. Gold. I have a voicemail on my phone too. Mr. Gold.
Yes, the attorney?
He is the owner of Argo Realty. His dad passed away. He was the one who was doing the sale to my father. And he had said something about, oh my gosh. It's been like a month and a half since I talked with him.
Well, I'm going to dismiss this case. Somebody can bring a proper action, either to terminate the tenancy or to foreclose on a land contract. Also, I'm surprised the township isn't on his case if he's living there, not being hooked up to electricity, running a generator.
It's very
They
temporary,
should
sir.
bring SWAT out there.
Your Honor, we have a few things to say as well.
All right, well, I don't need to hear it because I'm
Okay.
going to
Yes,
dismiss
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Ms. McWaters, I find that you lack standing to bring this action. I will send you a copy of this Argo Realty purchase agreement.
Yeah, he had mentioned that he had made an agreement with them if they could pay, and then they didn't pay the property taxes. I actually got a paper in the mail saying that foreclosure.
Well, I
on the
can't,
property.
now, I would suggest, one thing you may do is you may stop paying the property taxes.
I paid out. Hold on. Just wait.
Unless you wish to take possession of this. You need an attorney to assist you with this. Right now, you don't own this property and you don't have the right to remove him from it. Somebody might have the right, but it isn't Lacey McWaters. It's the estate of Marty McWaters. It's Argo Realty or somebody else.
I had gotten a lawyer and I'm his executor of estate. I have the paper. I went to Hines Law.
Oh, Hines Law. She's retired.
It's been about 2 years since I did this.
Yeah, Lori Hines is retired. All right, well, I'm
I
gonna,
have all the papers in my
You can
filing
start
folder at home.
over
I can't get to them now.
I'm having a really hard time hearing you where you're sitting. I'm gonna dismiss it. You can start over again correctly, but I would suggest you either get some advice. And if Argo Realty does own the property, I met Mr. Gold in the previous hearing regarding this. And it seems to me we had a land contract foreclosure then. I think it got foreclosed. Let me look. See what I can find. Mr. Gold was an Orthodox Jew, and we don't see too many Orthodox people out here. I had a nice time talking with him. Jacob Gold versus Marty McWaters.
Yeah, he is.
That is 2519, just a minute. 251917
I don't
SP.
understand why he's doing this. She's gonna end up standing and bring the case. He shouldn't even be talking there.
Granted the land contract foreclosure to Jacob Gold. And that was in November of 25. So he would have had 90 days. Yeah, it was hard to, all right, Mr. McWaters gets the original. And then we'll send a copy to them. Anyway, Mr. McWaters, you don't own it. And you don't have standing to evict him or foreclose on land contract. Somebody else might, but it isn't you. So I'm gonna dismiss for lack of standing. You'll see the magistrate here in a bit, and I'm sure they'll give you a bond that you can post, if not a PR bond.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you.
If the manager has a particular issue with a customer, you talk to the customer sometimes?
All right, Mr. Geigley, if you'd, well, for a minute. All right, I'm sure there's a lot more to this story, Mr. Pontius and Mr. Fairfield, but at this point, I don't really need to hear it because the case is dismissed. You are in a tenuous position, although you appear to have some sort of a land contract or purchase agreement. What's the date of this? Can I see your original copy again?
He did last week. He's not in the courtroom.
Laura, I'm missing a page of this contract. There are 4 pages and the only
So
copy.
his daughter's getting married here?
No.
Mr. Geigley, would you hold still? Be quiet, please. We're on the record in a court proceeding. I also need that last page. Yeah, well, I need one for each, but I only got 3 pages and there's 4 pages to the contract. Well, I don't have that last page. But the what you gave me is 3 copies of the front page. 2 sets of 3 copies of the front page. So I need front page, middle page, and last page. All right, when we get that, I'll give you your contract back. Yeah, I got 3 copies of the same page, 2 sets. The problem is that's on legal size paper. We don't use that anymore. We use letter size paper. So I think she had some difficulty reconfiguring the copy machine to print letter size contract. When I was a young lawyer, we did everything on 11.5 by 8.5 by 14-inch paper. All the file cabinets were wide and everything was long. We haven't done that in many years. I'm going to give you a copy of your contract back. You could also use some help. This contract you have with Argo Realty is contingent upon them getting a clear title to this property, and the ownership of the property is not clear. But in November, I did a hearing with Mr. Gold where he executed a land contract forfeiture with Marty McWaters. And so this property's been somewhat in limbo. And I think you've been living there for years without clear title. In fact, living there for years without paying anything, I think, other than paying the utilities. I wasn't clear who was paying the taxes, if anybody, but we'll sort it out. Right now, they may start over again, but she doesn't have standing to.
That's fine, Your Honor. That's what we were here for today, was to challenge her standing.
Okay, well,
And the
you won.
jurisdiction to hear it.
Yeah. All right, we got sideways waiting for those copies. Let's see who we got here. All right, so we have CGI LLC versus Midaw. That's a continued case. And we have Bobby Dixon versus India Maris. Yes. And so we're waiting for the attorneys. First one, Bobby Dixon versus India Marinez, is set for 2 o'clock. It's 1:49, so we have to wait a little bit. And the other one, CGI versus Midaw, is also set for 2 o'clock. And we're waiting for Attorney Buckland. Well, I didn't get.
This is cut off, that's why.
Oh, I didn't get any of the signatures.
Excuse me, sir.
So I'll stay, give me one of those. And I'm gonna get that one.
All right.
So I don't need all the.
Well, I need what I need, a signature and dates.
Excuse me, sir. Judge,
Yes?
if she doesn't have standing to bring the case, does any of that matter?
No, but I just wanted to keep it because it may resurrect itself. Are you Bobby Dixon? Samsung phone, or are you
This is Nick Caudle.
Nathan Caudell? Okay.
I'm on the Midaw case.
Okay. Yes, you were here last week.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Put you in the waiting room for a minute here. Put Mr. Geigley in there too. you're right. Maybe it's not relevant, but he presented it and I considered it, so it needs to be made part of the file.
Well, we hadn't had a chance to speak yet as far as finishing.
Well,
I understand.
Mr. Fairfield, you could probably use a lawyer too, I'm not sure,
Yes, sir.
but if in fact Gold Real Estate gets gets title of this, you can enter a land contract with them. And regarding who's paying the taxes, I guess that's somebody else's problem.
Arthur or Mr. Gold and Ray have both made tax payments.
All right. What?
Your review is still on Courtroom. I think you logged the view on the Courtroom, so.
I did, yeah. Which is okay, I've got the other camera. All right, I'm sorry it took so long. The problem, as I said, it was a 14-inch paper and we have a 11.5-inch copier, so the bottom got cut off. I have a 145 general civil case, capital 1. It doesn't appear that anyone has appeared. Oh, we're waiting. I've received a consent judgment, and I said I would hold it till today to make sure that nobody appears. Capital 1, NA versus Dawn Royacres. ROOYAKKERS. I have a consent judgment signed by both parties, and I will sign it. And there will be not any need for hearing in that matter because there was a consent reached last week, which is good. Then our next matters aren't until 2, and we're waiting for our copy to let Mr. Waters go.
Mr. Fairfield.
Mr. Fairfield, excuse me, yeah, thank you. All right.
These are all the same thing, looks like they signed.
All right. All right, that was in April of 25. All right, we'll send a copy from Ms. McWaters. You're good to go, Mr. Fairfield. Good luck. I'm not sure where this is headed, but we're not done yet. All right, you're good to go.
The case is dismissed for lack of standing.
Case is dismissed.
Thank you.
If you want to go out to the counter and get a copy of it, I'll have the court officer take you out there. This is a copy.
Okay, sir.
All right, Paul, here's that order. And one of those copies is for Lacey McWaters. I set both of these for exactly the same time. I think Dixon is going to be a default. And I think the other one is. We also have another settled case, Sturgis Place Apartments versus James Barfield and Vicky Barfield, 26457 LT. Mr. Bradshaw submitted a conditional order of dismissal. No, that's a hearing from last week. From May 1. All right, it's 1:56, so I'll let the clock tick a minute or two and bring these parties back in. We do have some discovery hearings and a couple of landlord tenant cases. Two discoveries and four small claims from Z-Smart. I'm reluctant to bring them in sooner rather than later because they each had some, here's Mr. Buckland, so let's start. All right, we've got the parties we need, I believe, for this next matter, CGI LLC versus Middle and Caudill. Carrie, is Carrie Middle there too, Nathan?
There, yes, she's
There
here.
she is. All right. We were here last week, April 27th, on this matter. It was filed as a demand for non-payment of rent. Through April, the rent was $6,384. We're now in the next month of May. Good afternoon, Mr. Buckland. What's the current arrearage?
I'm showing it as 6,882.45.
And then 238.45. No, how much is rent and how much is court costs?
Let's see. So yeah, the court cost should have been 230.45. And then last time we were here was 6,384 and it should be another 260. So the rent 6,644.
6,640. Total is 6,882.45. Mr. Caudill, you indicated you're waiting for a tax refund. What's the status here?
We haven't heard nothing yet, Your Honor. We've been trying to find out, but I mean, they just gave us a card and told us that it would be on there at a certain time limit, and we still got probably another 6 weeks before that's even up.
Well, they're not gonna wait 6 weeks for this. You have 10 days to move or pay the rent. Mr. Buckland, I'd ask if you would send me an order. Today is the 4th of May. You have until May 14th to
Your
either
Honor.
pay the rent or vacate. Now, let me tell you a couple. The only thing that will cure this is paying the entire amount. Partial payment will not cure it. They could agree to work with you, but a partial payment will not cure it. I think Mr. Gugley's afraid he's just gonna get deeper and deeper in the hole the longer he waits, so
No,
I
I
guess.
Understand
I
that.
understand.
Now, if you do move, you need to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this order as soon as Mr. Buckland sends it to me. You have 10 days from today, which is May 14th, to vacate or you're subject to being evicted. No money judgment is entered at this time. Partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. And if you move, you need to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. Do you have any questions?
I do, Your Honor. Listen, I'm not from here. I don't really have a lot of family. My mom just passed away 5 months ago, so I really don't have anybody that I can like lean on. That's kind of what's been going on. Like I just kind of lost it when she passed away. But I would just ask if there's any way possible we could like get maybe a few extra days, because I got a little girl, she's 4 years old. And I just, I don't want to be like out nowhere with just my kids, my wife. But I mean,
Well, that's
I've been
between
trying
you
to.
and your landlord. This
All right.
proceeding is
No, I
what
understand.
forces people to either move or pay, because they
Yeah,
wouldn't pay. So
we ain't never been
he's
through
got a
it.
waiting list of people that are willing to move in. And every month or week he lets you stay there, he's farther behind.
I get it.
So you can discuss it with him, but by the letter of the law, you have to vacate by the 14th or you're subject to being evicted. Now, let me say something else. He can give you more time. He can give you up to 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction. But that's in his discretion. As I indicated, he probably wants every week he lets you stay, he's farther behind.
That's all I want to
But he
know.
does have discretion.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
In the matter. All right, thank you. Good luck, sir. Mr. Buckland,
Yes,
if you
sir.
email me that judgment, I'll sign it and we'll get it going.
All right, I'll work on it right now.
All right, thank you. All right, our next matter is Dixon versus Marunez. And neither party is here on that matter. Oh, you're Mr. Dixon?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me remove, come on up and have a seat over on this side. This is file 26423LT. Bobby A. Dixon versus India Marunez. We were here last week. It's filed as a well, it wasn't clear. I think it's a termination of tenancy case. She indicated that she wasn't going to come to the hearing. She wasn't here last week and she's not here now. Is she still there?
Yes.
Elaine, could I have a judgment in this case? This is a pro per case. I'd like to do it now. This is Bobby Dixon versus India Marunez. There is no lease. It's the same house. Well, he said there was a lease, but he lost it. I couldn't find it. And there's no lease as a part of this. At this point, are you asking that she move or are you asking that she pay the rent?
Move, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna do a judgment for termination of tenancy. Although everything you did is non-payment of rent, I'm gonna have to do this as a non-payment of rent. Oh, Elaine, I have a judgment. I'm sorry. Find by hearing. Excuse me, by default. There is due rent. At the time of filing, it was $2,000. How much was the rent?
It was $500 a month.
What?
It was per week, actually. It was $125 a week, actually, but she had never paid.
All right, well, I'm gonna 2,125. Court costs are 55 and 43, which is 98, which is 2,223. She has 10 days to pay that by May 14th, 2026. You filed it as a non-payment of rent, and I don't think I can just unilaterally change it to a termination of tenancy. So I'm given an opportunity to pay the rent, to redeem it, which I don't think she's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about the rent, Your Honor, to be honest, for myself. I just want her to move out.
All right, well, she has 10 days to move out. the date for the writ. Well, I don't like this two-page judgment. All right, if you go out to the counter, the clerk will give you a copy of this. Must be very uncomfortable. Is she on one floor and you're on another floor, or you're sharing kitchen, bathroom, living space?
It's not a separated living, but it's, she has her own room and her kids have her own room. But she has gotten herself a new place. She just hasn't moved into it yet.
I didn't realize there were kids. How many kids are there?
She has 3.
Oh, you filed that it was against her, but not the kids.
She has secured her own place. I've been to her new place. She has a place. She's just getting it ready to move into. It's actually ready to move into now, actually.
It's where?
It's ready actually for her to move into anytime she wants now.
Okay, where is it?
It's in Edwardsburg, Michigan.
All right. Well, this is only as to her. It doesn't apply to her kids. But I think you're gonna get what you want. I think she's gonna move. All right, why don't you go out to the counter? I lost my bailiffs. And you'll get a copy of this order saying she gotta pay this amount of money or move out by May 14th.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Elaine, I lost Paul. And you come get a copy of this. He can get a copy. Go right out to the counter there, and you'll get a copy of this order.
All right.
All right, that was a bit of a herky-jerky afternoon with some odd twists and turns. Stop the live stream. We do have small claims cases and